And Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Mitchell outside. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve. And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
For three, Mitchell. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
The deep three from Tatum. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. The shot by Turner, no good. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
For three, Mitchell. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Oh, he can't hit. It's been a quick start for Orlando. On the wing, Mitchell. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Salon. Out to the right wing. Magic moving the ball around. And stolen by Tatum. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Mitchell looking it over. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The Heat trailed by 7. And here is Tatum. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Three-pointer, Lillard. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And watch out if Lillard gets really comfortable from out there. He's already a scary scorer.
Turner with the steal. Outside Roy. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Roy's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Down low. It's tipped. Pass to Salon. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, here's Roy. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. And here's Tatum for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Here's Mitchell in the corner. Daniels. No good on the triple. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Miami. They trail by 1.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Chamberlain with it. Lillard picks him up. Prince with it. Nothing on the board. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Misses the jumper.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Here's Solon. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Solon's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Magic. On the wing, Turner. Nailed from three-point land. Turner's got 5 now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Miami trailing. Nobody near Lillard. Outside Tatum. The Heat need to get a shot off. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 6.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
Mitchell outside. Again, Mitchell missing. Lillard attacking. And then Lillard slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Heat lead by 3. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Connect with a wide open look. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Love the court awareness on that one. Williams demonstrating his outstanding vision by setting up the open man.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. So it's Miami now. Magic knocking down the tray. Pass to Williams. Ellis outside. Williams a screen to stop the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Prince. To the paint. To the left side wing. Now Klingon.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Connect. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Klingon. Messi grabs the rebound. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Williams. Off target from the wing. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Connect. Pass to Klingon. Connect with it. Just 4 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the shot goes down. Connects. Got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
A drive by Garland. Makes it off the glass.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble in. To that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Miami with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Kicks it out to Ellis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Connect. Here's Klingon. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. On the wing, Williams. From the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Orlando leading by 3. Tipped away. And taken away by Ellis. In transition, here comes Miami. He nails it. And we're tied up. Ellis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And just Shakespearean there. A smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's Williams. No scoring in this one. Fades. Poked away. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Connects from three-point range. And it's 9 points for Dalton Connect.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger, but they can keep this up.
A 3 from Garland.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Klingon's shot is off.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Here's Klingon. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And the basket is good. Klingon's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
Garland stopping on the dime and delivering that time on the pull-up.
And here is Williams. After Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Connects. Got 12 now in this quarter. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And here's Prince outside. Rebound by the Heat. Tatum on the wing. He has 6.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Connect. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Got that one up quick. Lillard's got 8.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
And And stolen by Tatum. Into the lane. Tatum. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. 8 points for him.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Klingon. .26 seconds left to play here in the half. Good work defensively by Turner.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Now Klingon. Prince outside. The Magic again can't hit. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum torpedoes to the rack.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Miami ahead, up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Heat leading by 5. Weber a screen. Lillard from deep three-point land. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Chamberlain. Mitchell with it. There's the 3. Second chance shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The Magic shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Miami. 3-point lead. Out to the right wing. Back to Roy. And he lays it straight in. Roy's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finish.
From deep. So long, no good. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Lillard's got 11 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
Here is Lillard, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Daniels. He has yet to score. Left side, Tatum. Here's the 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. The Magic trail by 6. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
To the inside. Turner. Back to Tatum. Fires it up. Roy from outside. Miami no good on that time either. Mitchell in the corner. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Pass to Turner. That one drops for him. Turner's got 7 points.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tatum drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive when his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And so Tatum nails them both.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
Mitchell outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really... spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. And here's Garland for 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
The Heat leading by 3. Miami no good on that time either. Mitchell right side. And the officials will call the illegal.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Garland with it. He has 5. Pass to Ellis. To the middle. There's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. On the wing, Daniels. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
It's Williams, high post. There's Garland. Lots of room. And it's Miami with another.
Good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
The Magic trailed by 4. Pass to Prince. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now, here's Garland. He has 7. Over in the corner, Williams. That 3 off the mark. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Orlando. For the lead. Offensive rebound. And here's Ellis for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Ellis has got 9.
no way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Daniels. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pocket 6. Back to Daniels. Latre. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 9. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Make some noise once again for your Miami Heat dancers.
11 seconds left to play in the third. On the wing, Williams with the drive. And he hits it to tie the game up. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys.
For your Heat squad.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Lillard. And that one released in time, but no good. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And we're just
61. Here we go.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Now Williams. Inside. And it's swinging with the jam.
And Williams is very effective in that pick and roll. Superb at knifing passes through tight spaces in these sets.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Orlando leading. Puts up a 3. As Weber comes up with a rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Williams. Pass to Daniels. Beyond the arc. Here's Klingon. The second effort. And it's Connect in the corner. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Doesn't go that time. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Tatum's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Man, if Daniels is hitting that, it really opens up the offense.
Lillard with it. Gannett picks him up. Tatum with another miss.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Connect. No good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tatum, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
To the wing right side. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Magic lead by 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Pass to Williams. And here's Daniels. Launches it. And Tatum pulls it down. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Magic making a change here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Turner. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Here's Connect. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Love to see that from Dyson Daniels. He's a gifted passer.
Down low. Here's Weber. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Weber's got his first points of the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one. He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots. No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
The Heat trailed by 4 to the left wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, that was bound to get ugly. Turner is so assertive, working inside. Defense got messy.
Both free throws good from Turner. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Back to Mitchell. Great D that time from Tatum. And here are the Heat now. Roy fires from way outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Roy. Salon knocks down the 3 ball. And the Magic lead by 5.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Here's Roy. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
A great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
Kicks it out to Prince. Off target with his 3. And Miami has possession. It's a 3-point game. Lillard misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Chamberlain. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 18 rebounds. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Daniels from outside. And the 3 ball is good. Daniels has got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Magic. Turner with the screen. Outside Roy. Pass to Turner. Good ball movement here by Miami. 5 on the clock. Roy can't hit. And stolen by Tatum.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Weber a screen. To the paint. Yes!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Mitchell outside. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
At line for the Magic, Donovan Mitchell.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Damian Lillard. First personal foul. Third.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Prince.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. It's stolen.
I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Stan, in terms of style of play, these teams are very similar.
Well, Brian, look, there's great shooters on both sides, and it's really tough to stay connected to those guys defensively because of how much they stretch the floor with their incredible shooting range.
Going to put a lot of stress on the defense, these two. Now here's Hardaway. Outside McDaniels. Second chance shot. Pass to Hendricks.
Timeout, timeout.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Crosses over. Rips it home off a terrific move.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Tatum. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Michael Malone and I spoke for a few minutes. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
And Allie, thanks. A nice shot by Lillard.
The defense gets cut to shreds by Lillard on the drive. He's just so quick and agile.
Outside for Grant. This one for 3. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Out left to the wing. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Grant. Uses the glass on the layup. Grant's got 7 points in the game.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Hardaway. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Well, Coach, how about the Erik Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Erik is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
On the wing, Isaac. Pass to Hendricks. It's McDaniels on the wing. Grant with it. Here's Hendricks. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Tatum. Here's Roy. And the three-pointer goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Oh, a skilled interior player. I mean, Grant's teammates get him the rock and encourage him to punch it in.
Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Grant. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Counted from distance. Grant's got 13.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Outside Robinson. Here's Hardaway. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Outside Hardaway. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Heat trail by 8. Garland for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Hardaway. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Hardaway. And here's Sabonis outside. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Williams. Outside, Williams. The kick out to Williams. He drops it from range. And it's now only a 5-point Nugget lead.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
23.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Tatum from long range. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Outside Robinson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. We'll stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniform, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. A quick shot there. It's off target. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And setting the table for his guys. Sabonis is such a shrewd and cunning distributor.
Pass to Roy. For 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here's Dillingham. He has 6. Outside Robinson. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Heat. And he slams it in one-handed.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Dillingham. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Roy. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Milton for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Tatum barreling in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Vicious finish by Tatum. These coaches love when he's aggressive.
On the take. Rebound by the Heat. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Pass to Roy. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And it's now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Tatum from long range. Hits a 3-pointer. Tatum's got 13. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, There are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Marcus.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Isaac. The Nuggets lead by 3. Over to the wing. Here's Dillingham. He's got 11. Pass to Graham. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Driving to the basket. Weber. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. Here's Dillingham. Pass to McDaniels. Shot is up. Weber pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Graham. Out to the wing. .152 left to play in the first half. Here's Dillingham. Going inside.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. For 3, here's Lillard. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Pass to Weber. Lillard outside to halt the run. And it's good on the layup. Weber's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Great idea by Lillard, using that experience to run the offense.
He takes it in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Dillingham. Miami making their last shot. Off target with the 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Into the lane. Here's Dillingham. And he makes it on the layup. Dillingham's got 17.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Lillard.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Hardaway. Six to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up. And the bucket is good. Hendricks has got his first basket.
and clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan, an assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael but to many of us in coaching, and he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now Hardaway. He's got 12. Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Isaac. Grant outside. Blocked. Outside Tatum. Here's Turner. Isaac covering. And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 3rd quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Weber. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 18. Pass to Turner. Just 4 to shoot. For the tie. Tatum can't hit.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got 6 points.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The 3, Hardaway. And another 3 for Denver.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team. They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Hardaway's shot is good.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Now here's Turner. No points so far. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. The kick to Tatum. Fires the 3. The shot by Lillard. No good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Grant's shot is off. Back to Tatum. 3-pointer. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. I was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Hendricks. Misses the three. Heat trail by 3. Outside Hardaway. Here's Hendricks. And Williams over to help. Isaac for 3. Misi grabs the board.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And they pick up 2.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And here's Hardaway. There's the 3. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Ellis. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Hardaway. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Now here's Garland. 5 points in the game. Williams misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to review the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Hardaway. 24 points for him. Here's Grant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. And so Grant nails them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line. Talented enough to sink them.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Garland for 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he makes all 3. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Nuggets ahead, up by 3.
69.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 3. In close, he hits it.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
What impressive body control from Isaac. Looking strong and composed on these difficult finishes.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
3 points.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Hardaway with it. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Isaac. Rebound Miami.
You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Here's Ellis. Outside Garland. Here's Messi. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside Hardaway. There's the steal. Here's Ellis. And he finishes it with a jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Pass to Messi. 5 to shoot. Driving in. And stolen by Hardaway. They push it up 4 on 3. Grant outside. Now Isaac. Takes a 3. And Hendricks gets it to go. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Matching the triple from the other end. Garland is game.
Ooh, poked away. Fast break Miami. Pass to Ellis. Here's Misi. In transition. The finish. Oh, Grant throws it down.
A two-way threat. I like seeing Grant look to score as soon as he grabs the steal.
And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys,
wow! Lillard with the jam!
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Grant outside. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Hardaway. Tatum looking it over. From outside, off the mark. Grant in the post. Outside Tatum. Here's Weber. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
It's stolen by Tatum. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Back to Lillard. Look at Lillard making it look easy.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Tatum. Pass to Turner. Back to Tatum. Spins. Back to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Heat, another three.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting. I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Tatum. There's the drive. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
A minute 4 left in the fourth. Count the basket. Tatum's got 13 in the second half.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Heat.
And they gutted out this win. Didn't look like their night at certain moments, but they overcame every obstacle, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., just an incredible comeback. Toughness in the face of adversity. You love to see that level of commitment to winning.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Hardaway. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
At the line for your Nuggets.
Hardaway hits them both. .24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. They double-team Tatum. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, if the defense closes on Tatum, he'll go into them. He's happy to get sent to the line. Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Blocked! And he recovers it.
Man, good whistle there.
Miles Turner. That's his second personal foul.
Good on the first. And that trims the lead to 6.
At the line for 2, Jonathan.
Both free throws good from Isaac. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Misses from short range. So it's Miami picking up the win.